Breathe it in. That's fear.
Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. So, the question of the day: Avengers Infinity War or Avengers Endgame? Which movie is better? Warning, by the way, this video may contain spoilers for both movies. So for me, both are great. Both are fantastic movies. Different movies as well. They feel very different in a good way. A lot of people say like Infinity War ends on a cliffhanger, and I just think, what cliffhanger? It doesn't. Endgame just continued from Infinity War. I get that it's a direct sequel, but Infinity War has an ending. It has an ending. Endgame continues, yes, but Infinity War has a definitive ending, in my opinion. Maybe not definitive, but it has an ending. Like literally, the movie is about the villain's quest. Thanos' quest. Everyone stood in front of him, and he got past all of them to get all 6 Infinity Stones. He threw his own daughter off a cliff to get one of the stones. He was like, whatever it takes. Like Endgame, one of the promo words, whatever it takes to like fix the problem. But with Thanos, it was like whatever it takes. He did whatever it took for him to accomplish his goal. And he got all the stones, he snapped his fingers, they showed everyone who died, and the last scene was him sitting down, watching the sun rise on a grateful universe. Or a grateful garden, rather. But still, the point is, like, that movie was about Thanos' quest, his journey to getting all 6 stones. And he got all 6 stones. He killed a few people along the way, he got all 6 stones, and he won. Like, he snapped his fingers. Despite almost dying, he still snapped his fingers. They showed everyone who died, and they showed him resting, and he knew that he won. And in Endgame, he died early on. So, like, he died knowing that he won. So he did win. Like, they showed him winning. Like, the Thanos we see in Endgame is a different Thanos from the past, from time travel. But the Thanos from Infinity War, he went on his journey, he accomplished it, he died knowing that he won. And yes, I know he didn't die until Endgame anyway, but still, he won. He knew that he won, and he won. So Infinity War got an ending. So I don't understand where the cliffhanger is. Like, I don't understand. If they ended it on the snap, like on the snap or on the vision with Gamora, or after the snap where he escaped, if they ended it there, then I get that. That's a cliffhanger, but it wasn't. They gave it more scenes. They showed who died. They showed him winning. It had an ending, so I don't understand the cliffhanger thing. I do understand when people say, like, you need the previous movies. And you do. You do need, for Infinity War, you need most of them. Not all of them, but you need most of the previous movies to understand Infinity War. For Endgame, I think you need all the movies. Endgame, I think you need, like, every single one. For Infinity War, you can skip some out, I think. Infinity War, I think you can skip out, like, most of Phase 1, I think. And a bit of Phase 2, probably. I think you really could for Infinity War. But you still need to watch at least half of them. For Endgame, you need all of them. But still, like, I understand when you say, like, it needs the previous movies to be truly understood and to be great. I get that. I get that completely. But I don't get the idea that Infinity War isn't complete without Endgame. I don't get that. If they ended the MCU on Infinity War, that would have been a great ending for me. Like, a depressing ending, but a great one. Like, they gave that movie an ending, and I think it's silly to say, like, it isn't complete without the sequel. I don't get it, in my opinion. It's like saying, like, I don't know, The Dark Knight isn't complete because Bruce ran away at the end. He comes back in Dark Knight Rises, so The Dark Knight is not complete now because they continue later on. Winter Soldier is not complete because Bucky's arc is complete in Civil War. Like, it doesn't make any sense, in my opinion. And also, the fact that some people say Infinity War can't be great because it needs other movies, I disagree with that. It's like saying the third Lord of the Rings can't be great without the previous 2. Like, the third Lord of the Rings is a great movie, it's fantastic. But to say that it's not great because it needs the previous 2 movies, you know, you see that logic I'm going by here? Like, Logan can't be great without Wolverine's journey over 17 years. It just doesn't make enough sense to me, to be honest. So yeah. Anyway, back to the actual topic. Comparing the 2 movies. Now, Infinity War is more action-packed. It's like fast-paced, a lot of fight scenes, a lot of emotional scenes as well. Endgame is a lot slower, 3-hour movie as well, a lot longer. There's not many fight scenes until the end. The end battle is amazing. Like, the end battle of Endgame is probably the best battle. Has the best battle of the entire MCU, really. Infinity War had two big battles. Wakanda battle was pretty cool. The Titan Battle on Titan, for me, was the best battle of Infinity War. For me, that was better than Wakanda, in my opinion. Wakanda battle was cool. It was awesome, but that Titan battle was mad. And that was the real, like, end game of that movie. Because if they won that battle on Titan, then he wouldn't have gone to Wakanda, would he? So, you know, because when Thanos went to Wakanda, he got through them easily, you know? So yeah, like, Infinity War was more action-packed. I think the fact that they made these movies work is just crazy, because they've put everyone together from the previous movies. All these characters, this star-studded cast, focused it around Thanos a lot in the first one, Infinity War, and they still managed to make it work. They managed to make both of them work as great movies. I felt that's a fantastic achievement. So, as a short answer, for me, Infinity War is the better movie. Not because it's more action-packed, I just think it's all-round, storyline-wise, action-wise, character-wise, Thanos' quest. It gave more depth to Gamora as well, relationship with Thanos and Nebula. I just think Infinity War did better as a movie. Having said that, Endgame brought a tear to my eye. Tony Stark's death at the end, killing off the main character who started everything with the first movie 11 years ago. The fact that he was one that ended it, snapped. It's funny, like, the first time it didn't bring tear to my eye. It was emotional, but the first time it wasn't like that. But the second time I watched it, a tear was rolling down my face. That scene where Peter comes up, when Peter Parker comes up, because, like, I like the relationship between Tony and Peter. Like, in Homecoming it was great, and that conversation they have on the ship, like, if I lost you, I feel like that's on me. Like, that's not exactly what he said, but Tony said to Peter, like, if you were gone, I feel like that's on me. Something like that anyway, something like that. And that resonates more with Peter's sort of death in Infinity War. That scene was emotional as well. And in Endgame, it was like it was even more emotional when Peter was saying, "We won, Mr. Stark, we won. Tony, can you hear me?" And Tony couldn't respond to anyone. He couldn't respond to Peter or anyone else talking to him. And that was very depressing. So when Peter was crying there, trying to say we won, that's when that tear came down. So Infinity War never did that. He never did that. Never brought a tear to my eye. But I'm not just gonna say Endgame is better because of one scene. So in my opinion, as a whole, as a complete movie, well, they're not complete without the previous movies anyway, but still, as a whole, Infinity War for me is a better movie. That's just my opinion. And I think for sure, like, in the future when Endgame comes out on Blu-ray, I'm gonna watch Infinity War Endgame probably at least a couple times a year. I already did that with the Dark Knight trilogy. Dark Knight trilogy, I watched that a lot, quite often. Got the Blu-rays, got the digital copies. I watched the Dark Knight trilogy again and again and again because that trilogy got me into the genre of superheroes, got me into DC, got me into Batman, and the Avengers movie got me into Marvel, the first Avengers movie. But the Dark Knight trilogy made me like want to check out more superhero movies, so that did a lot for me. For me, the Dark Knight is a great superhero movie, and well, I just love the Dark Knight trilogy. It's my favorite storyline ever out of movies. Like, it probably always will be, to be honest. Batman's story arc from Batman Begins to the end of Dark Knight Rises, I felt was a great journey, a great storyline. And just like that, just like those movies that I watch again and again and again, I'll probably watch Infinity War Endgame again and again and again. And I've already seen the other movies anyway, so I don't need the others anymore. But obviously, if you're new to it, you would need the other movies first. But now that I remember everything from the previous movies, I can enjoy Infinity War Endgame constantly, and it's going to be great. Infinity War, for me, is one of the best Marvel movies, not the best. For me, Logan is better. But if I was to rank top 10 superhero movies, I'm not sure whether Endgame makes it in there. That's all I'm saying. I think it's still good, at least top 20, but not sure about top 10. Infinity War, for me, genuinely makes top 5. Like, if I was to rank it, I'd put it maybe 4th or 5th, possibly. Like, Dark Knight would be top, Logan second. I think Batman Begins will be up there as well, probably. I would consider Spider-Verse, you know. That was really good. Although my nostalgia tells me like Spider-Man 2, Tobey Maguire was better. I'm not gonna I'll make a top 10 list one day, I think. I probably will, superhero movies, but Infinity War I think would be in the top 5. Endgame probably just below the top 10, possibly. Endgame I think is still great, but it does have some plot holes, like that has to be said. I do love Endgame, and I always will, I think, but there are some plot holes in there. Like, there are some plot holes in Endgame. Just, it's true. It's true. The thing with Endgame is it's still great because despite the plot holes, despite some weird bits here and there, despite the confusing time travel theory that's different to like every other movie, I feel like everything that needs to work works. It delivers on the fight scene at the end, the big battle that we all wanted, where everyone teams up against Thanos' army. We got that. We got the emotional scenes. We got nice little moments. We got references. Like, this movie was fan service. Endgame was more fan service than Infinity War. Infinity War was a better movie, but Endgame was better for fan service. They gave us Cap lifting the hammer, emotional moments. They gave a lot of callbacks, a lot of references to previous movies. Tony gets to meet his father as well from the past. Stan Lee cameo, the very last one apparently. There's a lot of references to previous movies, and I think, like, obviously if you watch all of them first, then it really, like, you get every single one, and it is fan service. Like, it doesn't really accommodate like new viewers. Like, if you watch Endgame for the first time, that was your first MCU movie, then you wouldn't understand it as much. But for the fans that have been here for maybe not the whole time, but at least half the time, this Endgame was fan service. Especially the last 40 minutes was fan service. So yeah, there are a few things I had an issue with though. I didn't like Professor Hulk. I don't like Professor Hulk. Black Widow's death I felt was good and meaningful, but it happened too fast. For me, it just happened, I don't know, like, it happened how it's supposed to happen, but it felt like it happened too fast, in my opinion anyway. Like, maybe it took about a minute and she was gone after they decided. I don't know, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but Black Widow's death, even though it felt meaningful and she was the right death, like, for me, her story arc was done. Story was done. She had a family, which is the Avengers, obviously, but that was it. She was a secret agent, whereas Hawkeye had a family to go back to. If they killed off Hawkeye there, I would have been like, really? Seriously? I also wanted Bucky as Captain America. I'll give Falcon a chance though. I will give Falcon a chance. I just prefer Falcon as Falcon. But it doesn't mean I'll be against him being Cap. I'll see what happens in the TV show that they're doing on Disney Plus and judge for myself. I'll give it a chance first for sure, because he does become Captain America in the comics, so it's not like it's a new thing. And also Bucky is still a known assassin, I'm pretty sure. And he did kill Tony's parents. Mind controlled, but he still killed Tony's parents, so I kind of understand why it's not Bucky. But I did want Bucky to be Cap. I think that would have been a way to redeem himself in a way. Even though it wasn't really him that was killing people, he was being mind controlled, but still he could have redeemed himself that way. Also, Black Widow's death felt too fast, as I said. There's a few other faults in the movie for sure. Endgame is nowhere near perfect. Infinity War isn't either. Neither movie's perfect. Infinity War as well. Hulk and the Black Order, they're just like, why are they there? They really messed up the Hulk, to be honest. I think they could have done better with him if they had rights. Marvel have rights to the Hulk, but only to put him in other movies. That's why you don't see Hulk movies, because Universal still owns the Hulk. Except they let Marvel borrow the Hulk indefinitely, but they can only use him in other people's movies. That's why he was in Ragnarok. That's why he was in all the Avengers movies, Ragnarok. That's why he couldn't get his own movie. He did get his own movie at first, but after that, Universal were like, no. I guess they're too busy making Fast and Furious movies and trying to start off their dark universe. But you know, I'd offer a deal. There's probably a stupid deal because it's not like a fantasy career mode for movies, but you know, Disney have got the Alien franchise and the Predator franchise. So you know, what I suggest is, well, you know, those brands are not family friendly, and Disney is family friendly. So what I suggest is, you get those two things that you probably shelved on the side anyway. I'm pretty sure they mentioned that Alien Predator will be shelved for now. Why don't you take those franchises, offer them up to Universal, and say, give us the Hulk back, and we'll give you these. Is that a good deal? Probably not. I think those franchises those are two whole franchises. I mean, they do connect, so it's one big franchise to swap for one character. I don't know, I would do it, personally. It's probably stupid, but I would do it. Or give it to Sony. Have him give us back Spider-Man. Because we have got Spider-Man, obviously. You can use his own movies, but, like, We haven't got the full rights, obviously. Sony have got Venom and Spider-Verse, obviously, starting their own universe. No, actually, no. You know what? Sony are doing well. Sony are doing well there. They're done Spider-Verse. That was great. Let them do their thing. Disney can like leave them alone. At least they let us have an MCU version of him anyway. So anyway, yeah, this went really off topic. But for me, Infinity War was the better movie, in my opinion. I just think it just delivered as a movie. It was a better movie for me. And I loved Thanos in both movies. He was a fantastic villain. Easily the best MCU villain. I know it's not Killmonger, okay. Killmonger's great too, but he's no Thanos. He's no Thanos. I put Thanos, like, if I was to rank like villains that I've seen, maybe put him top 5, you know. I'd probably put Darth Vader at the top. Or the Joker. Those would be the top 2, probably. There's been so many iconic villains. I wonder what would happen if Darth Vader met Thanos. That would be pretty funny, wouldn't it? I think Darth would probably win, unless Thanos had the gauntlet. That's another topic. I'm not going to make a video on that though. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and see ya. Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. So, Avengers Infinity... Okay. Your boy Davidoff. So the question of the day is, which is better? Avengers Infinity War or Avengers Endgame? Now, spoiler warning right here. I'm going to say what? Damn it! Davidoff, and welcome to the question of... Hello, it's your boy Davidoff, and welcome to the... Damn it. Boy Davidoff. So, the question of the day. Which movie is better? Avengers Infinity War or Avengers Endgame? Now, spoiler warning, by the way, this video may contain spoilers. Oh boy, Davidoff. So, the question of the day, which movie is better? Avengers Infinity War or Avengers Endgame? So, spoiler warning, by the way, there will be spoilers for, possibly be spoilers for, but... Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. So, the question of the day, Avengers Infinity War or Avengers Endgame? Which movie is better? Spoiler warning, by the way, they may contain... Boy Davidoff. So, the question of the day, which movie is better? Avengers Infinity War or Avengers Endgame? Spoiler warning, by the way, this video may contain spoilers. This video may contain spoilers, Davidoff. So, the question of the day, Avengers Infinity War or Avengers Endgame? Which movie is better? Warning, by the way, this video may contain spoilers for both movies, just so you know. So, for me, both these movies are great. You know what, that will do. Let's just continue the video. And he got past all of them to get all 6 Infinity Stones. He threw his